What to expect when you're visiting Westmeister Farm. First, your tour guide will greet you and bring you into the room where your tour will begin. It's very important that you start by signing the waiver and getting hand sanitizer. We'll start by meeting Winnie and Winston, our capybaras. You have two options when it comes to interacting with Winnie and Winston. You may sit on the floor and give them a cuddle, or sit on the bench and feed them treats while petting them. It's important to note that every animal on the farm is an individual, and we treat them as such. So every encounter will look different depending on who you're interacting with. That goes for animals of the same species as well. One animal that really enjoys to be out with the capybaras are our black-tailed prairie dogs, Pippa and Leroy. There are multiple ways to interact with them as well, from reaching down and giving them a scratch, giving them a treat, or even having them sit on your shoulder. Another animal we have in our first room is Johnny Cashew. He is a Brazilian three-banded armadillo. You'll be given the opportunity to see him roll into a ball if he's sleepy, hold him, get pictures, and even scratch him, which he can feel. Some animals prefer to be held on the bench, so we'll invite you to sit up there to hold Lieutenant Dan, one of our rabbits, as well as Jolene, our lavender skunk. This is another great opportunity for your tour guide to take group photos with our Westmeister Farm sign. Our last animal in this room is Ophelia, our opossum. Ophelia quite enjoys spending time inside of her pouch, so you'll often get to hold her, give her a snack, and feel just how soft she is. Next, we'll head outside and see some of our animals outdoors. Here we have Ruth and Otis, our two pigs. You can feed them celery and give them a few scratches. Then we'll head into our aviary where you'll meet Samson and Delilah, our two Eurasian eagle owls. You'll have an opportunity to get a photo with them as well as see them fly. Next, we'll travel over to meet Homer and Vivian, our two miniature donkeys, where we'll give them some celery and, if they're willing, a few pets. Our next stop on the tour is our Nigerian dwarf goat family, who absolutely love animal crackers. You will then head inside our porcupine enclosure to meet Bonnie and Clyde. You'll be given the opportunity to hand feed them some sweet potatoes or corn on the cob. Clyde is much more adventurous, but Bonnie comes up every once in a while as well. We do not pet the porcupines, but you will have the opportunity to feel and even hold one of their quills that they've shed naturally. Next, you'll meet our Grant zebra Lincoln. You'll even get to pet her while she's having a snack. Another good opportunity for a photo. We'll then head back inside where you get to meet Tom and Eileen, our two very special bird friends. Tom is the oldest living turkey in the state of Ohio. You'll then get to meet our three Tennessee walking horses. We'll start with Presley, who enjoys being pet and eating snacks. And then you'll get to meet Ryan, as well as her son, Colt, who has the best hair on the farm. We do have two barn cats named Peanut and Muffin who love scratches anytime you walk by. Next, we have Franklin, who loves to hear people talk about him, so you'll hear lots of fun facts while getting to admire him. Heading back outside, you'll get to feed some bread to our Scottish Highland cows. We do have an entire family, starting with Daisy here, Millie and Amelia, as well as Archie and Big Daddy Lloyd. Heading inside the next enclosure, we'll be sure to hand sanitize so we can hold hands with and pet our 7 red kangaroos. Up next, you'll head into our African sulcata enclosure to meet Oscar, who loves a good shell scratch. You'll next get to meet Ruby Raccoon, who loves to show off those opposable thumbs by grabbing peanuts right out of your hand. Last but certainly not least, you'll be taken over to the otter room to meet River and Sailor, our two Asian small-clawed otters. We do have a couple of add-ons to make your experience even more special: painting with the otters or the otter vest experience. Wearing the vest gives the otters an opportunity to do one of their favorite things: go through all of your pockets. With the painting, you choose the colors and offer the painting to River and Sailor, who absolutely love to be little Picassos. Doesn't River look so proud? At this time, your guide will get fish and ice for the otters while you introduce yourself. When it's time to go in, the otters will be given a snack and you'll have a seat on the bench. The otters will jump up, go through your pockets, you'll have the opportunity to pet them if they're willing, and even watch them play with some of their favorite toys. Otters are very intelligent, and every interaction with the otters is completely different. Some days they'd rather just sleep and hear you ooh and ah how cute they are, whereas other days they're very adventurous. Once we go ahead and head on out, we're going to go back to the front room where we started so that you can shop some of our merch. A variety of hand-designed clothing featuring a lot of our animals that you'll see on the farm, as well as knickknacks, hats, stuffies, jewelry, and so much more. A majority of our items are handmade or hand-designed because we love to shop locally. We often have limited edition items as well as new things joining our shop, so be sure to ask your guide. This is the time where you'll be rung up and asked to check out. Don't forget to tip your tour guide for teaching you so many fun facts and taking so many amazing photos. That's all for today. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.